My name is Doreen Habersham, and mine is a story of hope and perseverance. In my story, doors open with a federal Hope 6 grant, and I run through every one of them. I was married for about 7 years, and my husband decided he didn't want to be married anymore. I came home from work one day and he was gone. I couldn't take care of the apartment that I was living in with just my income. I didn't want to live with anyone, and I wanted my son to know that we don't have to stay with anyone. We can do it on our own. So I applied for public housing, and that's how I wound up in Jeffrey Wilson. It was drugs, a lot of violence, outside the door all the time, all times of day and night. And I don't care what time, if you happen to wake up during the night to use the restroom, there's always people outside. People were outside. If I get up to go to work at 4, they were outside. If I get up to use the restroom at 2, they were outside. So people didn't take employment seriously. And that's one thing I wanted to get away from. I wanted to be among the working class, people who were trying to go somewhere in their lives. My son, I always wanted him to play very, very close to the door. And I would panic if I go to the door and I didn't see him, because any given time, you could hear gunshots and people just running around, trying to take cover. This cannot be my life right here. This can't be it for me. I was there 5 years, maybe my 4th year there. Hope 6 came out with a program, the Family Self-Sufficiency Program. And I do believe to this day, God created that program for me because it was time to move on.
In 2000, Portsmouth Redevelopment and Housing Authority was awarded a $24.8 million Hope 6 grant that let us redevelop Ida Barber from a place of hopelessness to a place of hope called Westbury. Our goal was to make Westbury a community in every sense of the word, and that's what we believe we have done. We instituted comprehensive self-sufficiency programs and resident relocation programs to pave the way for the construction of 278 new homes that initially sold for between $74,900 to $96,000.
I came out to Westbury in the first phases of houses, and they let me walk through. It's just like the light came on. When I walked into the house, you can do this. Foundation Strong. That was a program that was offered through the Hope 6. They offer everything: child care, job training, first aid, budgeting, anything you need to become self-sufficient, they offered it. And I took advantage of everything they offered. After making management on my job, started saving up money. They were telling me things I needed to pay off to get my credit together. That's the people at Foundation Stone. They were telling me the things I needed to do and how much money that I should have in the